Welcome to Eugene for Game 2 of a West Coast swing for the Michigan State Spartans, who entered the top 10 in the AP poll this week. They come in at number 10 to face Oregon, who are trying to snap a 4-game losing streak. Just get rolling here from Eugene. Michigan State going for a 5th straight win. Oregon going for a top 10 win and a good start with Pryor to the rim.
Start in against the Spartans.
Oh, nice leave, and Cooper starts the scoring for the Spartans. And Kwame Evans, the best healthy player for the Ducks, in transition, and he got his own and put it back.
Yeah, great job by Kwame Evans.
And Michigan State gets it back, down 2. Carr lets it fly from 3.
All right, that's big.
Raced by Cooper, the top shot blocker for Michigan State. And they have their foot on the gas, as they always do with Fears.
You got to build a wall against.
Interesting to see if Kohler gets going from out deep tonight. 0 for 5 in the last game. And Fears with a miss. Offensive rebound, Kohler. And there you go. He got an easy one.
Yeah, and there's part of the issue of rebounding when you're in the matchup zone.
Well, back into the short corner for Cooper. Had the easy one earlier. They go one-on-one with him, and he gets the bounce.
Yeah, and that's just a little bit too easy. Evans has to show a lot more resistance.
Now, yeah, they played really well. They lose to Michigan by 10. They take them down to the wire. Then good inside-out action right there as Simpkins knocks down the 3 on the 4th.
The first jump, Oregon made up some ground on the Simpkins run. Here's Lindsey from out deep, and he backs it.
I like the calmness to make the 3.
Big shot for Lindsey, just his 10th of the year, and another big shot for Carr, who has the outside game going tonight.
Yeah, those are
2 outside jump shots. Stick for him early in this game. Simpkins, nice handle, and nice mid-range shot.
better offense by Simpkins.
There's that second 3 for Cohen Carr.
That's what I'm talking about. When you shoot that first one, you see it go down.
Plenty of those. Does he have another? This would be a career high for Carr. No, and the tip back is there for Cooper.
Easy tap in.
Yeah, they will devastate you on the offensive glass, and the outside game going for Simpkins.
Good job.
Down double digits in the first half against Michigan on Saturday. Came back to take a lead, and they tie it up on a Carter 3. Opposed against Tadai Mara on Saturday.
Wade Lynn's got to be aggressive. He could have been shot active right there, and there's the aggressiveness. He had the 3-point shot, he gave it up.
Half. Oregon by 1, looking for a top 10 upset tonight. Fort in the mid-range, and he gives Michigan State the lead right back.
Great job of Fort coming to ever since about 3 or 4 minutes ago when Coach Dana Altman, there was the transition, the lob after the make that Cooper had, and he subbed those guys out. I think the point got across to the group for the Ducks, and they've settled back in.
Double digits for Oregon. He needs some help. Nobody else has helped him out scoring, and there's Sean Stewart for the first time.
Yeah, you love that Sean Stewart coming off.
Inside 2 minutes in this first half. Michigan State has not pulled away, despite leading for most of it. And there is Ugo Chukwu from outside.
Yeah,
on the floor. And it's Lindsey reverse, no spin, but Demir sticks it back.
Kohler's their leading scorer, 14 points per game. He has the 10 double-doubles. But they got to get him more touches. Great attack there by Ugo Chukwu. He's been super aggressive tonight on the offensive end.
He's the top scorer for Oregon in the first half. He gets Kohler, dances by him all the way to the rim.
The speed of Simpkins.
A lot of sleepless nights on the opponent's scout. Lynn, 3-ball, got him.
There's the aggressiveness. Shot
Foul trouble in that first half. Had 2 fouls and didn't play the back half of the half. 2 on the shot clock for Carr. He's got a third 3.
The confidence of Cohen Carr.
Backing Cohen Carr with the questions he got post-game the other day. Is with him as he shoots tonight, and Simpkins is playing with a ton of confidence. The 4th leading scorer turned 2nd leading scorer. Simpkins is the top guy tonight. Cooper, he can hit those, and he does. Rattle one down. Foul was on when you come back.
Well, Cohen Carr, one of the leaders of this team, feeling confident tonight, knocks down the corner 3. And he says also, I can be a setup man, touch the paint, and the sweet dish out to his partner, Carson Cooper.
Goes for their 5th straight win in a West Coast sweep. 5 to shoot. Evans backing in, and Evans gets the bounce.
Great job by Evans, kind of just right.
6'11" Biddle is usually back there. 6'5" Simpkins gets that one. Screen and roll, Demir. And he shows and puts it away. So now with the young guys who got out there. Oh, nice turnaround for Cooper in the paint.
And a lot of that is because he had to do it for Wei Lin.
Here's Fort off a Cooper screen. Finds his spot, and 3 times in this game, Fort is hit. And similar spot. And he recovers over to Kohler. Now Fears creates at the end of the shot clock. Fort having a big night. And he has been quiet since the new year, but 9 important points tonight. Lin from the same spot.
There's the aggressors that I'm talking about. There's the aggressor.
Oh. How beautiful was that for Cooper going reverse side. Numbers back in transition to let Carr be open from out deep, and he creates for Cooper. Into Kohler. Right back into him on the repost. Fears 3. Simpkins, a hot contest. No bother for Fears. And his second 3 in the Big Ten. He struggled from out there as Cooper comes away with it. Numbers for the Spartans. The lob for Fort. And he can't bring it in, but Carr is there, plus a foul.
Michigan State team. They get the deflection on one end, and then they are off to the races. You see multiple black jerseys down there in the paint, and then Cohen Carr able to clean it up and go to the line for the and one.
Simpkins. Carr right back to the rim, and it spins home.
How about that athleticism?
They don't have their guy Shellstad to create. Evans, he can create. That's a deep 2. Red hot Spartans from the floor right now, especially Cooper.
Cooper's doing it all tonight.
And then look at the player that he's developed into under Tom Izzo and his staff.
He sat behind Shimon Zapawa last year and into the trees. Ugo Chukwu.
No Evans, okay? No Stewart, no Demir.
Fears hit earlier from 3, and he's got himself going. Down to 5 to shoot. It's Lindsey. Tough follow-away. Wow.
Incredible shot there by Lindsey.
Lindsey, he's a guy that Dana Altman has identified. He's got to pick up his scoring. Really, that goes roster wide with the 2 guys they have out, and the lob works to Cam Ward.
I'm almost willing to bet the house that this lineup has played 0 seconds together until they got put on the floor tonight.
I think you got 2 houses. 3. It goes. Kopsisti.
Times got a wide open look. Now they got, it's like saying they got a first down and get to drain more clock because they brought it back out, right? And then they get the score.
Like, you know, like the Kyle Kuzma's, Alex Caruso. I've coached some guys who, like, in the heat of the battle,
In the first half, Michigan State has had the clamps on in the second half. Stewart window and 1 for the road for Sean Stewart. Some similarities in both of those wins. A little bit sluggish early and then the pull away late. It's a 5th straight win, all by double digits for Michigan State. After they went 0-2 out west last year, 2-0 this year with the win against Washington and the win against Oregon, 68-52 the final.